So, sir, this is task number 3 for my assignment. And this is the scene 3. Of course, I have everything from the materials and preference scene. They're all ready, as you can see. I'm just viewing the scripts and the code. So we have here our cube, and all the scripts are ready. First one is transform. And if we can just so here, and we can open it here. As you can see, public float speed, which is the speed at which the cube moves. And then we have our input commands and if statements that allows us to move. So we have here the get key, which is basically just when we press the up arrow, the left arrow transforms it like left, up, down, right, and left. And translate is movement also. Rotate, movement. They're all different types of movement to allow for our cube to move seemingly left, right, up, and down. And here we can view. So it's ready, yes. So we can see. Let it load. As you can see, it's moving. Of course, up, down, left, and right, and the down key doesn't move but changes the length of the vector. So it goes like this, up, and down. And in the code here, the down arrow locate local scale, not position. So it doesn't actually move it, it increases the scale. So it's working, no problems. And we can move on to the next script, preferables, work. So here we can see the code for it, public game object and display object. And input, when I press my mousepad, it moves the object. This is the code for it. So if we can just go here and work it out, so we can just press here. So it drops a cube. This is working perfectly. So this is the code for it. The initiate sphere object, which allows us then transform the position from the cube and of course downwards. And here, random object is our next script. So here it is. Of course, the variable, and it's an array. And then we get the, if we press our mousepad like right one, it generates like a random number with a object and length, and then it drops it down, same thing. So if we go here and we test our cube, and I am sorry, I do not understand why it's not. So random object, I may have got confused. As I said before, I'm really trying to so we just generated a sphere, so as you can see. And of course I don't need this anyway, so it's working. I should close this one. So it generates an object and then drops it a random, then the calling function, here it is. So it starts with the invoke, repeating the new function, and then if we get an input of the mousepad, just cancels the new function, and this allows us. So same thing, we can just run it here and see the console, because if there is any errors, just to make sure this, yeah, so it's working. And we can go to here to see the generating spear, and of course this is the for the other ones. We don't need this. Yes, just I'm showing you, sir, the other public variables so you can see. And last one, from screen to world. Here is the from screen to world. This is the code for it. Pretty simple and easy code. Just we can first test it to make sure it's working. So just make sure. Okay, too late. Okay, so it just generates the cube wherever I press. Working very fine. Of course it creates a game object every time, and just a clone of the spear. And here you can see the code for it. So when the click button, input mouse position, whatever the position, and then points, and then create the spear. As you can see, and these are all the codes for the task number 3, and they're all working with everything in mind from the scenes and the preferables. That's it. Thank you, sir.